Welcome to Retro Scale Modelling. This is part 14 of the Revell USS United States, scale 1 to 96. In part 13 I carried on with the rigging, and I'm at the point now on the rigging where I have to decide whether I'm going to put the sails on or not. So I've decided to put them on, but I'm probably not going to put on the full sails that you see in the picture here. So the added sails at the side I probably won't put on. I'll see how I feel as I go along. It also means that some of the rigging is going to have to be slightly changed, because I was initially rigging it for it to have no sails on. But that rigging itself is just small parts that have to be changed. In fact, I think it's only the rigging that I put on right at the end of the part 13 video. So anyway, let's jump into this. So to make the sails, I generally don't use the plastic sails that come with the kit. I normally make my own, and I thought I would show you how I go about this. So first of all, I take a bit of linen. Now this is an old pillowcase, a very old pillowcase that I found in the linen cupboard. And first of all, I'll just open this up and cut it. Now you can be as neat as you like. I'm just going to use my hobby knife to do the main seams. Doing this, make sure you've got a sharp blade. So now you've got one massive piece of linen. But now we're going to have to turn this into a sail colour. What we've got here is just a bowl of warm water and a couple of tea bags. Put them in. Just putting one in for now to see how well the colour goes. Yeah, one tea bag is going to be enough. You simply just take your linen and place it in. And this will stain the linen to make it look like a canvas. And that's all there is to it for the actual canvas part of the sail. Now you rinse that out and let it dry. So I just rinsed it out, and this is the colour of the sail. Now don't worry if your mats are dirty like this and full of paint and bits and pieces. In fact, that's actually quite good, because it does add character to the sail as well. And when you're working on the sail, getting it prepped for the shape, it will add staining to the sail that will make it look more authentic. And once it's dry, this is how it should look. And that's all there is to that. The next process is to take the plastic sheet of sails that came with the kit and cut them out. But you also want to number them as well. So look at the numbers on the sheet and then just write down the number on the plastic sail. Remember, you won't be using these, you're just using these as a template, so don't worry about writing on to them. And then it's just a simple case of cutting the sail out. I then took the piece of linen and traced around each sail with a pencil and numbered the area as well. And I just used a bit of masking tape for that actually onto the sail. So now it's time to start building the sail, and this is a piece of soldering wire, and what I'm doing here is just measuring up along the sail and cutting off, and then I'm taking a little bit of glue and just putting it along the piece of soldering, also on the cloth as well, before attaching it to the cloth. Now the reason why I'm doing this will come apart in a moment, but you can use any wire or such like, or a bit of plastic ribbon, but I find soldering wire is more pliable and easy to handle. So once that's on, I go right around the actual sail, as you can see here. Then I cut it out, leaving a little bit of margin around the solder wire. And once you've done that, just pop it out. Don't worry if it looks a bit frayed, and that will soon be sorted out. So once I've done that, I take some more glue and then I place it over the solder wire again. Put a liberal bit on, just right around the solder wire, then push up the overhang on the linen around the actual soldering wire to close it off. Now the reason why I'm doing this this way is it enables you to bend the sail into position on the model, and it will give a bellowing effect like the wind's taking the sail. It looks better than just having a bit of canvas lying flat, and it will recreate the plastic shape as well. It takes a long while to do, especially when you have a lot of sails, and it can be a little bit messy. Your fingers will get glued up quite a bit doing this. So once the process is done and you end up with the sail, you can see that you can bend it and shape it into the position that you require. Also gives a little bit of heft to the sail as well, and it makes it easier to sew in the rigging when it's time to put it onto the ship. So I'll bring this one to a close. It's a short video this time, just showing you how I make up the sails. There's a lot to do on the sails, as in the quantity, so I'll get that done over the next few days and see how far I get on. The part 15 will be me attaching the sails and sorting out the little bits of rigging for them. But in the meantime, why don't you check out the other videos in the channel, particularly this build, to see how it's all gone in the past. Hit that subscribe button for any updates, and of course throw a like and a comment. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.